Okay, right. So this is Euro Trucks. And okay, so time starts when I push yet. Actually, in gear first. Okay, so 1, let's go. Okie dokie. So we're going to be taking this lorry from Edinburgh all the way to London in about 11 minutes, probably. So we'll just come straight out of here and try and get on the motorway. So there are some problems associated with driving a lorry fast, and that's that you're quite top heavy. So hopefully though, we won't roll. But I think probably reset 3/4 of the runs I do because of horrendous rolling and traffic. Just because this is fast. Right. So now it's just motorway driving. Get up a hill. So we're not going to go direct to London. We're going to go across into Europe and then back. So Germany and France, I think. Basically because using the truck recovery, you teleport to the nearest repair, and of course exploit this by getting to that threshold and then teleporting to miss half of the drive between point A and point B. So you'll be seeing that in a minute or two. So yeah, beyond rolling and traffic, this run's not too bad. So hopefully we won't roll. But if we do, yeah, we'll be getting close to estimate. There's kind of not a lot to say. So we drive Volvo lorry, the cheap Volvo, the fastest. It can do 108 miles, which is fast for lorries. Right, so now we're coming into the worst corners of the game, which are these stupid S-bends. And if I roll here, it's basically an immediate reset. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So up here, looking for open post, and that's my visual cue to get picked up by the recovery service. Oh, oh, doing so well. Okay, that's the first exploit. So now moved a Fed. So that just saves going over the other side of the hill, coming down. And you'll see me goes in set below about. And that's just because it's faster to accelerate more slowly than spend that time changing gears. Right, and coming up here is probably the most difficult bit of the run. Once we're out of England, it's fine. But Newcastle town centre is awful. So we avoided, there's a sign there that can just dead, which is horrendous. So we're actually going the wrong way by using fast travel. It's set slightly further south than we have to be. So we're actually heading back towards Edinburgh now, before we turn off into Newcastle. And the truck does a lot to squirrel under braking, so heavy braking like that has a fair tendency to kick roundabout a bit. So we have some Tokyo drift in a lorry. Now it's just occurred to me I didn't open chat. Well, that's not... So I would read your questions, but unfortunately I can't see them. And this horrendously fast lorry stops for no one. That's a car. That's almost rolling. Dear, this game is stressful. Now we're gonna really violate the road. That roundabout a bit? Fine, there was no one in the way. Once you meet lorries cut roundabout, horrific. Right, so hopefully I can stop in the right place for this port. Oh, it was a little bit early. Okay. I'm just gonna shut down and more. So we've not done too badly so far. We got out of England. So along here we're just trying to watch for traffic because some of the AI is a bit mental, and we'll try and pull out in front of you while you're in a lorry doing 80 miles an hour. But ah well. Oh, there's a lot of traffic here. Yes, please don't ever drive like this if you do happen to be a lorry driver. While we are being very efficient, we're being horrifically unsafe. So yeah, it's really just pedal to the metal here. While we are in Germany, I wouldn't recommend doing 106 on the motorway, especially in a lorry. I really hope I don't catch this traffic. Right, so now we're in Rotterdam, and we're going to try and get a ferry back to Felixstowe. So yeah, this category is distinct from in-game time, basically because it's horrifically inefficient to use the recovery services. Basically they take a lot of in-game time. Yeah, it does just drop from Edinburgh, IGT, but it's a lot of in corners and hoping to run into traffic, whereas trying not to roll rods, which is now the lot of traffic. There's no way I can take a lorry and a Peugeot. Oh well. So far, no horrific accidents. Oh god. Yeah, this run does have a tendency to do that a lot. Just throw lorries and cars. Right, so here's Felixstowe. So far this hasn't gone too badly. Right, put my beams on. So I think there's only one more roundabout left. So hopefully the roundabout gods treat us nicely. Bestow us with good RNG. Well, it's not looking as that lorry out. Very be awake to do it. Otherwise you hit a lot of stuff. And even when you're really focused you flip a lot. Just because these lorries are horrifically unstable. And will roll if a strong wind blows them. it's timing. Time comes up when I enter the garage in London, so you'll see me teleport, and then it's as soon as I hit enter, teleported basically. So watch out for that. Oh, an engine malfunction, excellent. So yes, that's one of the wonderful features of this game's realistic damage model, is that sometimes your engine just turns off. And if you're damaged enough, it will never turn back on again. Which I have had happen, and it is awful. Right, so here we're just apexing corners, trying to get across the border to where it will take us to London rather than Felixstowe. Which is coming up. It's about there. Right, so time's coming up in about 7 seconds. Right, and that's time. So there we go. We made it from Edinburgh to London in not that long. Well, actually, I will be naughty and open up the stream. Just try and find out what my time was. So yeah, that's it. It's kind of 10:57. Just give me a second. That sounds like a familiar time. Okay, it's not record. Oh well, that's not sub 11. Right, much for having me. And yeah, I'll pass on to whoever's next.